Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is Kodeations coming at you today with another video taking a look at guilds. So you might be asking yourself, whether you're a new player, a mid-game player, or a late-game player, why are guilds important? Do I need to join a guild? If I join a guild, are there prerequisites? Is there a level minimum? Are there things that I'm going to need to be doing when I'm in this guild, or is this just a social hangout place? What exactly is the reason for the guild, and why do I need to join it? So follow me today. We're going to take a look at that, hopefully to keep it a short video today. As always, if you support me, if you like my personality, if you support the channel, please like, comment, and subscribe down below. And don't forget to hit that notification bell so you get a notification every time I drop a video. And we're back, ladies and gentlemen. So like I said in the video intro, we are going to take a look at the guild system and how the guild system works in Idle War Legendary Heroes. So first things first, you're going to load up the game. Once you load up the game, in the bottom left-hand corner here, you have the guild section. Now, with the guild section, keep in mind, you have to be level 21 to unlock the guild system. It shouldn't take you that long. I think that if, I'm pretty sure I test this out a couple different times on some of the accounts that I've created by accident, but basically just letting your account sit there and idle, not even doing anything else to accumulate an experience, will push you higher than level 21 within the first 24 hours of the game. So it's not that big of a deal. You'll be able to unlock it fairly quick. When you unlock the guild system, you will have two different options that'll pop up to either pick one or to create one. I recommend not creating one if you are a new person to the game, and or you don't have a whole lot of time on your hands, and I'll show you why that is sooner or later. But basically, when you join a guild, you're going to want to, but when you join a guild, the number one thing you're going to want to do is check in. No matter what, even if you're in a dead guild, you're still going to want to check in, because it gives you some rewards and it also helps out that guild just a little bit. How do you know if you need to check in? Well, the first indicator you're gonna see is this little red exclamation point that's indicating we have something to do at our guild. We're going to click the guild tab. You have 6 sections underneath your guild. Some of these sections will be unlocked as the guild levels up. So some of these, when you get a level 1 guild, they will not be available to you, and if you click on some of them, they will tell you what level you have to be in order for your guild to unlock them. So just keep that in mind. Level 1 guild, you won't have access to all 6 of these. My guild does, therefore I'm able to show you guys how these sections work. So the first thing, as you can see here, anything that we can do or collect will have this notification icon on it. Our guild hall has that icon. That is going to tell us that we need to check in. So when you click on guild hall, as you see here, it's going to tell you the guild name, a little bit of information about your guild, and then this is kind of like a status update. We can put that on. You can customize that basically no matter what guild you're in. That guild leader or officers can customize that, so just keep that in mind. As I mentioned before, the check-in. So this is the number one most important thing with your guild, no matter what, above all and everything. So you're going to want to check in. So you're going to check in, you're going to collect the 50 guild points, and you're also going to collect the 30 experience for your guild to go towards your guild level. That is huge, because as I mentioned before, as your guild levels up, it's going to unlock more things. Obviously, you're going to have access to all of these sections, and each one of these sections we're going to dive into. We're going to take a look at a little bit closer at them and kind of what they do and the do's and don'ts with the sections in here. So first things first on the list, like I mentioned, is your guild hall. The guild hall is going to show you the roster of the guild. You can scroll down here, you can see who is all in the guild. You can see their rank on the far right side, if they're members or officers or leaders. Next thing you can do is you can actually click on the guild members. So you can click on them, it will pop up just like you can on your friends list, and it will show you the units that they are currently running. Now these, I don't think these change unless if their defense and arena changes, or like their formation changes that they use to run campaign. But so you can't see all of their monsters or their heroes, but you can see the ones that they have in their formation lineup, which is typically their best ones. So just keep that in mind. That's a little tip if you are looking at, somebody on your guild and you decide decide, hey, you know, they seem to be doing really well. You want to look at their heroes. You can see their heroes and their lineup and what comp they're running. So that's what this guild hall is. Like I said, the check-in here is every 24 hours or every reset. So as you can see, we just checked in. So therefore, we have to wait until this countdown timer is up and this button becomes available again. So keep that in mind. Another thing what you can do in the guild hall is if you want to leave a guild, if you have just joined a guild and let's say it's not an active guild or a dead guild, up in the top right hand corner right here, right next to where I'm clicking, that is the leave guild option. So if you click that, it will ask you just to be sure, so don't worry about accidentally clicking it, but it'll ask you to be sure. You click the leave button and you will be gone. Next thing up is you're going to have the guild log. The guild log is just going to show you who has joined the guild, who has left the guild, who has been kicked out of the guild, as you can see right here, for being inactive. It's very, very possible that no matter what guild you get into, if they're an active guild, it's going to be a good practice for them to constantly kick people from the guild that are inactive, because inactive players aren't contributing to the guild, which means the guild is not leveling up, which then means nobody is gaining, you know, rewards. So it's a win-win for everybody to kick the inactive members and keep only active members in your guild. So as you can see that log of when it was and the date and time. I'm not sure how far that goes back, if it goes back from the end of time. I do not know. But anyways, that is the guild hall. Moving on to the second thing the second most important thing is going to be either your guild war or your guild raid. They're both equally important. You get rewards for both of them, and it just depends on what level your guild is at in order to what you have unlocked at a given moment. So guild raid is the first thing that every guild will have access to. You have your guild hall obviously, but your guild raid will be the next thing on that list to unlock. And for with that being the case, what that is that basically is what I would call like a mini boss. So they're basically just a random boss that you start at stage 1, you go to stage 40. And when you go to stage 40, I can't look at it because I'm not there yet, but just to give you an example, we are on stage 11. Our guild is level 11 almost, or no, 12, going on 13. So just at stage 11, the boss is level 125. And again, he's got a massive health pool, as you can see. The rewards to reap from that are going to be as listed here. This tier system, the spot 1, 2, and 3, and etc., all the way down the list, is kind of like a mini competition between you and your own guild members. So this isn't anybody else outside of your guild, but basically the more you participate in these battles, which are right here, so the more you participate by putting your units up here for fighting, the better off right here. So when you battle, your characters are going to fight this boss, as you can see right here, and it's obviously on auto, just like everything else in the game. It's going to do as much damage as it can in one fight. You're not going to be able to kill the boss unless if he's, you know, close to dying or something, but so all you're looking to do here is to do just maximum damage. So sometimes it's a good idea for good practices to keep an eye out on what element it is. For me, I kind of have this single core team which has got 2 of 3 different factions or races, and so I just ended up going with this because they're just my best units that I have leveled up. So we'll see what we end up getting after this run is complete. We're going to go ahead and click the continue button for the sake of the video, but this shows you the amount of damage. Every time you do a run, these are the rewards that I will collect at our level. And then as you can see here, his percentage goes down. The first 2 attacks of the day for every account is going to be free because you get the free one, and then the second one is a free revive, so it doesn't cost you any diamonds, and then from there it increases. I think it goes to 20 diamonds, or it's either 4 times or 5 times a day, but I think it's 20 diamonds, 40, 80, or it's just 40 and 80 after the 2 free ones. But basically, some guilds have different requirements. Keep an eye out on that in the guild hall. Read those requirements when you join a guild or before you join a guild. Basically, Some guilds will require you to spend actual diamonds and do every single one of your battles that you can per day. Some guilds will not. Some guilds only want you to at least do just the bare minimum, which is the 2 free ones. Again, like I said, just check in with your guild. It's not that big of a deal, but this is going to be just another way that you can help out your guild, level up your guild, and not only that, helps your guilds progress, which allows you to unlock more rewards for yourself and all of your guild members. Moving on the list, the third thing to take a look at in the guild is going to be the guild war. Now, the guild war, like I said, is guild versus guild, and so kind of what that means when you look at this is, you can see right here, this is the guild we're going against. So we are rank 20. We are ranking 24th in our guild, and then we're going against this guild, which is rank 23. I don't know what the S means, but that's basically the guild that we're going against. And then what you do is you basically, it's like a tier bracket system, as you can see right here, and they have semifinals, quarterfinals, eighth finals, and then it will get down to the last battle between whatever guilds are there on this server specifically. You can see your ranking. You join in with your group, so you just click the join button here. I'm going to join in with my strongest team. I'm going to click join, and then I will be put on the list. So if you go down here, get to where I am right there, I am number 12 on the list right here. So that shows my group. I am there. I'm ready to go. So when this kicks off, I don't have to do anything else but to collect the rewards when the time comes. So that's good to know. But that's Guild War, just another thing that you need to sign up for periodically when it notifies you to do so. Another thing on the list is going to be the mine. So this is probably the most lucrative spot, I would say, in the guild hall or in the guild section. And what this does is, it kind of reminds me of the tavern quest, right? In the tavern. So all it is you click on the buttons to start the quest. The timer starts counting down. I think right now mine are on 11 hours and 10 hours is what ours are currently on. And again, that just ranks based on the number of stars that you have on your quest, determines the amount of time, as you can see. The 2 3-star ones that I have are 3 hours, and then the other ones are, sorry, not 3 hours, are 11 hours, and then the other ones are 10 hours that it takes to complete them. Again, you do nothing but just hit the start button, and then you come in here and claim them. Now, where the mine is really important is in the upgrade tab. So in the upgrade tab, as you can see, our mine is level 7. So what we actually get is we get gold coins. It produces soul shards. It produces the ace crystals, and it produces the sands of time. And then once we upgrade our mine up to level 9, as you can see, the next reward is it will start to give us hero shards, which is awesome. So why is this important for an individual guild member? By donating, whether you donate gold or whether you donate diamonds, what's really awesome what's really good is you want to donate every single day, because this resets daily. So for instance, I've got 631 gems or diamonds. I haven't donated yet today because it just reset. So I'm going to go do 10, which is the max. You can't put more than 10, which is a total of 100 diamonds. I highly recommend doing this. I do not recommend doing gold. The only reason why I say that is because I feel like gold is a more of a commodity as far as like importance than diamonds. I know there's things that you need diamonds for, but gold, you need to level up your heroes and you need to evolve them and do a lot more things, and I think that that's more important. So I would say to save on your gold. Nevertheless, you should definitely be donating every single day for your guild, because to upgrade your mine, if nothing else. If you're not double rolling on your guild raids, then I would highly advise you take some of those diamonds, and you invest them into the mine to upgrade it to get the rewards. So I'm going to donate mine for today. Boom, I sent it in there. I just gave my guild 100 experience, and I also got some guild currency, which is this guy up here to the top right. So that's gonna explain the mine system here. Again, it's a short little rundown, not anything too in depth, but that explains what you're looking for. Next thing on the list we're going to take a look at is the guild shop. Now, I have heard several different things about this guild shop, and one of the things I'm going to pass along to you, the viewers, the best advice that I could give you is do not buy anything from this shop. And why do I think that? Why do I agree with that? You know, you're probably asking me, but look, man, they have, you know, 5-star units. We need those to level up, or, you know, the legendary gear that you don't have to craft, or the shards. Here's the thing. I don't advise spending your gold coins or your gold tokens here unless you have maxed out your other stuff. And what I mean by your other stuff is the academy section. So when you go to the academy section, this is really, really handy. This is additional stats that you can upgrade for your individual classes. So because, you know what I mean, let's say you're playing a strong 2 warrior comp, right? And you want to invest in the warrior tree. Let's say you're playing, you know, a mage heavy comp, you know, whatever you want to upgrade first. But going through this tree is a lot, in my opinion, and a lot of other players' opinion, one of the best things that you can invest in the game with your gold coins, if not the best, because it helps you overall and it carries across multiple units. So when you invest in warriors, it attaches that to all warriors. It's not just the warrior that you have active on the field. So that's why it's important. So clicking on this, for instance, as you can see here, the price varies depending on how many I have pumped into it, but and further are you on the tree. So for instance, buffing the health of warriors from 11.5% to 12%. So it costs X amount of gold and it costs X amount of your guild currency. So that's something to take a look at. This is going to be the last section of the guild stuff, but as I mentioned, do not sleep on this. This is a really, really good thing to take advantage of. This is where you should be spending your token points, not in your guild shop. And like I said, unless if you have somehow went through the academy, maxed out all of the stuff that you want, as you can see, you can only put so many points in each stat. Unless if you have somehow done that, then I do not advise going to the guild shop and spending any of your tokens into here, as it is just a trap and a waste of coins in order for you to, you know, go broke basically and then try to buy or to spend money somewhere else. So that's my advice to you. Other than that, guys, that is going to be it for this video. That's kind of the rundown on guilds. I hope you found something important or you've learned something from this. Make sure, like I said, as a rule of thumb, if you are in a guild, try to find a guild that is that is corresponding to your level. So we will hop over here to, I think this was the account that I just set up for this. I'm going to show you what it looks like when you first go to join a guild, because I think that's going to be important for some of the newcomers. When you click on the guild, here are your two options. You're going to get a recommended guild list, and then you're going to get a create guild, or you can search a guild. If somebody in Discord that you know or anybody else is running a guild and wants, you know, is inviting new members or whatever, take advantage of that, you know, because then you can reach out to those people and find out what the guild name is and search it. But for now, as I said, new players, do not create a guild. When you go into create a guild as a new member, unless if you've got a bunch of really good players and active players, you're going to be prepared to drop 500 diamonds automatically just to create the guild. But the second thing on the list is that means a lot of responsibility. You're going to have to kick inactive members on a regular to make sure that everybody is holding up their end of the bargain. You're going to want to make sure that you have active members only in the guild. You're going to make sure that, you know, you either are promoting some officers to help do your dirty work if you can't handle it. It's a lot of work. And so for me, especially for it being an idle game, you know what I mean, I find the most important part is what can I do, you know, bare minimum to still pass, right? In a game like this, unless if you're a diehard, you know, go, is just, if it was me, I wouldn't create a guild. There's tons of guilds out there. Not only that too, if we have too many guilds created and 5 players here, 6 players here, it kind of levels out the playing field, I guess is what I would say, but not in the terms of, you know, like a good way, but in a there's way too many people spread out and not enough people in guilds, so the competitiveness goes down. So as you can see here, this is a level 12 guild. They're 19 out of 21. They're almost maxed. I guarantee you, you know what I mean, they're keeping up with all of their information. So Not a big deal here. You just click the apply button. You can apply to multiple guilds at once. It's just going to send them an application. First one to accept you will boom throw you into their guild. And like I said, the first order of business after you join a guild is to look at their guild hall, read up on their rules, what they require, what they recommend, and what they expect out of you on a daily basis. That's it for me, guys. Please be sure to like, subscribe, and comment down below, and hit that notification bell so you get a notification every time I drop a video.